What's up, you guys? Theformalficus here again, and I'm doing another video review, this time on the Halo Reach Series 4 Grunt Major from McFarlane. It's a bit of a mouthful. Hey you guys, I'm back again. This is the... it's not even the last figure from that haul. I did a big haul, for those of you that do not know, or joining us for the first time, about a month and a half ago, maybe probably a little over, maybe 2 months. I got a bunch of things. I've reviewed most of them. There are 2 figures from Series 3 that I need to review, and I'll probably review those later because nobody really cares about Series 3 anymore. And then it was this Grunt, so those 3 figures. And then I also got the Xbox Magazine 10th Anniversary Halo exclusive. That's not a figure, that's a magazine. So I'll probably be doing my thoughts on that maybe in the next video, and then the Series 3 dudes later. So that's just a little update for you guys. But you guys are here for the Grunt Major, so I'm going to get to that. Now this is the Grunt Major, obviously. He is basically a repaint of all the previous Grunts, so this review shouldn't be too long. He comes with the Needler, like the Grunt Miner from Series 2. And he also just comes with a Plasma Grenade. I do not have the Plasma Grenade with me, but you guys know what it looks like. Just, you know, little silvery blue ball. It does not have any pegs anywhere to store it, nor does the Needler, so the Needler can't go on his thigh or on his back or anything like that. It does have a peg hole, though, so if you want to give it to another figure, you can. I think this is the 3rd Needler we've gotten, the first being from Series 1. We got the Elite Miner with it, and then in Series 2 we got the Grunt Miner, and then now we have the Grunt Major with it. I'm not a big fan of this figure. I like the paint job. It's a really good paint job, like it's well painted. I just don't like the colors that they chose. See, in the game, the Grunt Major has more of a goldish kind of paint job, which if you look on his straps right above his chest, like right there and there, they're kind of like a goldish color, which is what he looks like in the game. If they had managed to do that and covered him in that gold paint, that would have been fantastic. Or it didn't even have to be gold. It could have just been a better color than what this is, because this is like a kind of like a cruddy, crappy, sewagey-looking yellow. So if they had managed to fix that, that would have been great. Other than that, I mean, it's basically your Grunt, your average Grunt. It's got a lot of detail in its arms. You can see like the warts and stuff like that along it. It's very nicely painted and sculpted. There's really no problems that I have. Series 4 was a great series. Still is a great series, but yeah. So the only real paint job problem, I guess, is on the back right here. Another problem with this is that his backpack does not stay on for the life of him. Right now it's only staying on because these little cords right here, which were previously attached to the backpack and then they plugged into the Grunt itself, now they've decided to keep him on the Grunt and then they attach to the backpack. So it's been switched around a little bit, but they plug into the bottom right here, and so that's basically what's keeping this on, otherwise it would just fall right off. So I'm not going to take it off. It doesn't really look any different, so yeah. There are also little symbols included along it, right there, and then where the paint smudging is right back here. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick that up, but there's paint smudging right there, and there's another symbol there, and then there's one on his shoulder, right there, and there. I don't know if you see that, but so they added some nice detailing and nice new symbols and stuff like that, and I really do overall like this backpack. By the way, this is the first backpack that we've gotten that's cylindrical or dual, like jets or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what this design is supposed to be, but it's very cool. It's the first type that we've gotten. We've previously gotten that cylindrical one that the Grunt Heavy has, and then the cone-shaped one that the Grunt Miner has. Now, the Spec Ops Grunt that'll be in Series 5 is using basically the same mold as this. He will come with a little head attachment that the Grunt Heavy had in Series 3, and but he will have this backpack. So that's pretty much it to this guy. He's got your basic articulation. He's actually a little loose in the knees. The knees go forward and back, and then you can turn 360 at the thigh. His shoulders can go 360, and then his elbows bend in and out. He has no articulation at the wrist or anything like that, which leads to another problem. If they had given him maybe like a wider grasp, because right now he's like really, really tight grasp, if they made it like a little bit wider, he would have been able to hold this Needler easier. But because they didn't do that, I had to run his hand under hot water to open it up. And I don't typically enjoy doing that, because then sometimes it'll loose the joints, like right here. It's kind of a loose at the elbow. The elbow goes in and out, and then he can turn 360 at the shoulder, like I said. His head can look up really high, and his gas mask does pop off, and then he has a very nice looking mouth. It's very creepy, actually. So yeah, that's about it to this Grunt. I guess the only other problem that I have with him is that, for mine specifically, I don't know if this applies to all of them, but his mouth kind of overhangs over the mask a little bit, like his teeth kind of show. Let me see if I can So you can see a little bit of gap right between the head and the mask. His teeth kind of show out. It doesn't really pick up in the camera. It does get a little annoying, but yeah. So overall, I do like this grunt. I think if you see any grunt at all, I would pick it up because grunts are pretty hard to find and everybody loves them. They're very popular and I love him. I love grunts. I'm always happy to get a grunt. So thank you guys for watching. This is going to be my first review, and there should be another either tomorrow or maybe the next day. If not, then you know I'm busy because I've had a ton of stuff to do lately. So sorry this might seem a little rushed. I got to go somewhere, but just wanted to get this out for you guys, just so that way you guys know I'm still alive. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and keep it classy, YouTube.